This video on YouTube is currently 16 months old. Geraldo 1 Tower Chimps officially done. Now this was my second or even third try at doing Geraldo, and this was one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my entire life. But we made it happen. But of course, Ninja Kiwi realized very quickly that Geraldo was too OP, and they needed to nerf him hard. So they made him significantly worse, and I tried again. 6 months later, I ended up trying a 1 Tower Geraldo Chimps, still possible in BTD6, and I could not make it happen. I tried really hard. I did what I thought was the best that I could do. This was a 41-minute video, so I know that took me at least 2 to 3 hours to prepare and pretend and do all this crap here to make sure that I could do the best that I can do, but we couldn't pull it off. Round 98 ended up being too beefy for us, and we had too much money left over at the end, $80,000+ with our 1 Tower Geraldo, but nothing to spend it on. So, upsettingly, I gave up for a really long time. But today, I want to do something fairly similar. I want to go back and see if we can do a 1 Tower Geraldo kind of chimpsy-like. But let's show you guys what we want to do. Please keep in mind that after that video that I made 10 months ago, Geraldo got nerfed even more. I don't remember all the nerfs offhand, to be completely honest. I'm not even going to read up on them, but I know that he got nerfed even further. And one of the biggest nerfs, though, was the fact that you cannot get a Geraldo to start off chimps. It is physically impossible to do a 1 Tower Chimps, no matter how good you are at microing, macroing, or doing whatever you want to do. You cannot do a Geraldo Chimps, at least a legit, real Geraldo Chimps, at all. He costs more than the starting cash, so you're donezo. Right from there, man, you're freaking done. So we have to adapt. We have to go to the challenge editor. We have to try to do a 1 Tower Chimps, but not really on actual chimps. We're going to still play 6 to 100. We're going to have our starting cash at 650. We're still going to have only 1 life with a max of 1 life. Everything is going to be 100% here, but what I want to do is 2 things. I want to give myself continues because it makes the game just so much easier and more fun instead of having to escape at the exact right time, and we're going to allow ourselves some monkey knowledge. Will that be enough to get us through a true 1 Tower Chimps? I actually had to write it down and delete letters to make sure I knew what it spelled, because honestly, I thought I was spelling chips for a second. I'm like, oh wait, no, I don't even freaking continues either. So here we go. Let's see what we can do. So big difference here right from the get-go. Geraldo is $680 because he's going to be cheaper from our monkey knowledge, and we get the extra $200 to start off. And that's also going to allow us to start at level 3. So right from the get-go, you can see the monkey knowledge really coming into play and actually doing something for the early game here for us. Because I believe, even now, Geraldo's damage was the big thing that got nerfed in the previous update. And the damage was what got nerfed in the older update, which made it so him popping 2 Bloons is now down to 1, which affects a lot of Bloons, especially a lot of early game popping power. So anyways, here we go. It's Geraldo in time. Before we get too deep here, we gotta talk about a couple things. First of all, Geraldo is the only way to get cam detection, and the best way to get cam detection on Geraldo is to use it on the round that you actually need it, and you make sure you're using it on Geraldo himself, because if you use a camo potion on one of these guys, it'll only give one of these guys cam detection, instead of all of them automatic cam detection, which is kinda cool, actually. That'll get us through around 24 and 33, but of course we're gonna have to spend more money on this, but it's weird, because the money ends up not really being a big deal long-term. It might make you want to think to just waste your money. Just throw down every single dollar you want as soon as you want it, whatever, whenever, but that actually is not the best idea. The best idea is to make sure you're still saving as much money as possible, so we still need to buy some levels. I will need to reach level 8 before round 37, otherwise I lose. And it also happens to come up before round 28. There is no official way to pop lead balloons with Geraldo. All the way until level 8, the only way to do it is by using the Crusher, which means this is the only map possible to do a 1 Tower Chimps on. So if you ever wonder, well, why do you play this map, Chris? It's because the longest one or something? No. And I don't even know what that voice was, but it's not because it's the longest, it's not because it's necessarily the easiest, it's because it's the only one that has a good way to help you pop some of the lead balloons in the game. And that's where we're at right now. We've got to start popping leads. So I actually don't remember the exact way to do this, but I'm pretty sure I gotta wait until the last 2 leads or so, let the last 2 leads get glued. By the time these guys wrap around, this guy will come back and we can just chomp them all or something like that. No, that's not how it works. Not at all. Okay, this time around, kablamo! We get them. Golden. Now, this is going to set us up for round 30, which, believe it or not, round 30 is going to be 20 to 200 times more difficult than round 28. As absurd as that is. Because first of all, this glue doesn't go away, so it's going to be stuck there for round 30. So now what we have to do is plan how to use our glue against these leads. Which means we're going to have to put it over here, which is where I thought I was going to have to put it for the first round, but that is not correct. And I believe it's something like the last 2 leads this time around. We're going to put it like right here. With the last 2 leads to go around here because all of these guys are going to be glued. We're going to throw down our last glue somewhere over here, I believe. And then we're going to have to use 2 totems at the same time. Basically, totem again to knock these 2 leads back into the meat grinder here and try to crush them all in one grouping. Now, if we did not have monkey knowledge here, we'd have to get every single lead in one bunch, and that makes it unbelievably difficult. But luckily for us, we have the ability to miss one of the leads and still survive! And I think we just did it. I think we did it. And sometimes you can even get lucky and have these guys bounce the lead balloons back a bunch, and you can actually still pop it. But that did not happen this time, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, my friend.
And I believe this will pop the lead layer. A few balloons might sneak through, but those are going to be shield lives, which is all going to come right back to us. So our road spikes are officially gone. No more lead balloons can be popped, but that doesn't matter. We've got enough popping power, and now we can continue on and play hardcore one tower hips. You guys remember when I said I didn't want to waste any money? Well, that is officially out the window. We beat the hard part. We're going to get to level 8 in time without spending that much money. I mean, we might even just get this after round 36, so I might not even have to spend any money to get to level 8 here. And then we just have to buy 1 Jerry's Fire. We've got lead popping power and a ton of extra popping power as well. All right, we still need some camera detection. No big dealio. Just throw it on Geraldo here, and we're good. Good. He's good, man. And look at this. Jerry's Fire. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Get it? Yeah! Jerry's Fire is officially up. I'm going to throw it down on one of these guys. And that's it. We're actually... I think we're good for a long time. The next thing we have to pay attention to is Geraldo reaching level 13. Because at the time he reaches level 13, we want to have 4 turrets. So we can automatically get 4 turrets down all at the exact same time. Other than that, we just spend our money on whatever we need to actually survive here without wasting... without wasting as much as we possibly can. Here's round 40, by the way. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this. I definitely don't want to accidentally win, though. That's actually a bad thing. So, yeah, let's restart this and see if I can do a better job. The idea of accidentally winning to a lot of people probably sounds so stupid, but it actually can happen. And basically, what I'm talking about is I've spent a lot of time and effort trying to build up nail spikes over here, and if all of them just delete the balloons in the back. Yes, it saved me for round 40, but that means I don't have it for when I actually need it, round 98 and beyond. So, I'm also going to use the Crusher here, and I think that's going to be the big game changer. Oh, maybe. I really want this guy to get popped. Come on, pop it, pop it, pop it. Yeah, I got some of them. That's good. All right, there we go. And the Chomper saves the day again. We actually haven't had to use this guy too much. Just round 30. That's it. When we're playing real chimps, we have to use it a lot more. But today, Geraldo's higher level. Got enough turrets to defend, and I'm feeling pretty juicy right now. I even got camera detection ready for round 42. The only question for us at this point is grouped balloons. Round 43, round 49, can we handle those guys without any issues? And I'm going to say probably. And if we do have any issues, probably just use Jerry's Fire. That's probably all we need. Or another Jerry's Fire. Look at this. Oh my god, 43 actually goes down easy. Wonderful. All right, so we're going to throw down a few more turrets in this corner here, and then I'm going to swap over to mostly over here. It's really difficult to decide exactly where to put your turrets because there's a lot of cool places to put them. You can put them over here, 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 you can put them over here. Those all make sense. You can even put them over here if you want to, and that's a nice straight line to chase down and still have the residual aspect of chasing as the balloons are actually trying to sneak through your defense. So there's a lot of ways to play around and mess around with turret locations. Honestly, I cannot tell you guys one is way better than the other, but I like this spot because it's right in the central part of the map here. It's going to allow me to hit balloons kind of as they're walking in, start to pop the mob layer, and then as they're leaving, of course, we got this nice straight line this way and this nice straight line this way, which, of course, I like straight lines. Whenever possible, get the max popping power out of your towers through straight line usage. So think about it how people are going to be shooting when you've got to worry about getting literally the maxest popping power you could get out of anybody. All right, round 47. Oh, crap, I didn't have camera detection. So far, the C part of our continuous aspect has not mattered at all, but that might end up being an issue later on when we get to round 98 and beyond, because those are the rounds that, oh, it so sucks when Maelstroms are going off over here and you have one, like, red balloon sneaking through the back of your defense just because they suck. Okay, our Jerry's Fires wore off. I think I'm going to need it, so we're going to go for another Jerry's Fire here. Every 10 rounds, one Jerry's Fire at the very least. As you get more Jerry's Fires, they become weaker, basically. So one Jerry's Fire active all the time, and if you want to, you can do more than that. So this is actually kind of fun. We can build this guy, but that would be cheating, so I'm not going to do that. We are still continuing on with the income aspect of this Chimps part, so we cannot make any extra cash. This would be extra cash. There are no other ways to make extra cash with Geraldo besides this thing, and that just doesn't seem to matter to me because we can't build banana farms. But we do have $24,000 right now, which is kind of ridiculous. It's really showing off the awesomeness of Geraldo, I guess. I mean, if you could just build another 5th-tier tower by having one tower solo for a really long time, it's a pretty epic strategy, man. That's a pretty epic strategy. Oh my god. Road spikes have not been being used properly. Alright, we gotta look this up. When are we gonna get the next upgrade for this guy? So, the rabbit is gonna help us out a bunch against grouped balloons. And then we need to watch out for the shooty turrets thing. That's gonna help us out a lot. I am actually a little bit worried about this BFB, so I'm gonna go for a couple extra doses of these guys. But that's kind of worth it because they're going to help us through around 63 as well. So that kind of like just makes sense to get them. And I believe all of those guys can be enough to defend for us. I'm even going to use some sharpening stones because money, definitely not a big deal right now. And I don't feel like this is wasting it for the harder rounds, I guess, in some situations. Alright, 60 goes down. We're oh, there it is! The bunny! He's officially up. So, we're freaking golden, man. I mean, I don't think 63 is going to be a big deal at all. I don't think anything is going to be a big deal at all for a long time. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, man. I want to show you guys round 63, though. I also want to show you round 62, because sometimes round 62 can be a weirdly hard issue. Alright, like, sometimes. Not always, sometimes. Purple Bloons also kind of getting in the way of our stuff right now, but luckily we do have some well-placed crossbows here to kind of, like, delete that as an issue. And I think I put down a crossbow at some point when I definitely shouldn't have, because we have... Oh, here we go. Round 63. Hold on. When the bunny hits them ceramics, life is good. If the bunny hits lower tier balloons, not quite as good. Okay, delete some ceramics. Oh, yes! The biggest rush just gets deleted by the bunny. That's what makes him good. Right, yeah, so unfortunately, we're probably going to only have like 2, maybe 3 turrets max by the time we reach level 13. That's okay, I think. Hopefully it doesn't come down to 1 turret's worth of damage here. But it could. It really could. That could be the death of us. Just screwing up one stupid thing around 60. Whatever I did. Trying to get more stupid popping power against the BFB. But alright, we'll play it out. Alright, here we go. I only get 2 extra powerful turrets here, which is kind of sad. Doesn't really, like, affect me too much, but... The worst part is, too, I feel like I used up a lot of the better spots for where I would normally want to put these turrets, and now I'm stuck with somewhat worse spots for the better turrets, which is also making me rethink how I want to play this, because that was important for me to put these guys in fairly good spots to survive up to this point. So, like, how much could I actually change from what I'm currently doing? I don't really know. Money, still not an issue. Basically, at this point, if I've got an open spot for Jerry's Fires, I'm going to do it. In fact, I'm going to probably keep it at 1 out of 3 if at all possible. And I'm also going to start... Ooh, these are the better nails. Yeah, let's get to piling these guys up, too. We got another 3 levels before we're going to get the upgraded version, so this is no big deal at all. And I really haven't had to use much of anything else. You know, I've been trying to put down some Maelstroms, trying to put down these old nails here and whatnot, but nothing too crazy is going on here. So we'll meet you guys back probably late 70s, maybe even just skip into round 80. Interesting thing to note is that the bunny can pop camo balloons, so... I don't actually have cam detection right now with Geraldo, but the bunny's still taking down all the camo balloons that we need to. Kind of weird, but kind of awesome, actually. I mean, I don't know if that's going to save us anything or change anything here, but it made it so we didn't have to buy it on round 69 here, or 70, and now we get the super camo potions, which last even longer. Here we go, round 78. One of the beefier ceramic rounds. Still have not had to do much micro at all. I kind of just want to see what's going to happen. Bunny... Bunny, dude, so good! Now, if I need to, I can use this. Actually, in fact, we definitely need to go for this camo potion here, so let's use that puppy. I'm just going to need it. The bunny cannot handle them all by... I don't think the bunny can handle them all by themselves. Then again, maybe. But either which way, what I'm going to start doing after this is I have a couple things built up. First of all, I've got nail mines. So we're going to start building nail mines in the middle of our maelstroms, not at the very end anymore, because these guys can actually do a decent job against Moabs. And we don't want the if we get a Moab to the back here, I want this thing to just walk right up here, let the Moab layer pop, then the maelstroms need to go off to clean up all the Bloons on the inside. At least that's the idea. But we can kind of mix and match them a little bit. We can kind of like put them on top of each other. And that'll actually, hopefully, be more effective. One other thing that I wanted to do, and I wanted to wait for, is I wanted to start building my turrets in different spots. So far, I've got a bundle, and I've got a bundle. But I actually believe getting them all over the place is probably more effective. Except against round 76, and except against round 79, because those are pretty sucky regrow rounds. Beyond this, there isn't actually any difficult regrow rounds. 95 is probably the only thing, and it's just regrow camo purples, which can cause problems, but not for our current setup. It's just not going to be an issue at all. So, I'm going to be building a turret right about here. And the reason why I'm going to be building it here is because I want something that if I do have those camo purples coming out, I can put this guy on last, let him just delete them a little bit, let my frickin' wizards or whatever the heck, genies pop out of here, just kill everything that are popping out over here. That's kind of the idea. I don't know if it's going to for sure work. Plus, we get some good Moab pop power right from the get-go. So, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's going to help us out a lot. And then we need to make sure we're using our Jerry's Fires properly. So we're going to double dose this on round 80, because that'll get us through to round 90, which is kind of nice. This will be a good test for us, though. Because, oh my god, with Jerry's Fires all over the place, and with the bunny deleting a lot of the Bloons on the inside, I don't want to say it was easy, but we took it down. We took it down! The only issue is that Geraldo is kind of reaching kind of his peak. The only thing that we still got going for us is that we can still build some random crap all over the place. We can still get some glue here and there. But we're not going to get that many more Jerry's Fires that are currently on the screen right now. We're not going to get that much more of these guys on the screen. Maybe like, what, 4 or 5 more the entire game? It's not going to be a big difference. We've got a lot of our popping power already. We just have to hope that Geraldo levels up, makes things stronger over time, and we can time these levels properly. Because this is actually going to be one of the most important things of the entire run right here, is getting Geraldo to level 20 right when we want him to. And not when we don't want him to, because he's already level 17, and that is kind of scary and kind of dangerous. All right, we're going to go for another... Let's go for one right about here. I think here. Now, let's put it here. Let's put it here. This is a smidge of a better spot, if you ask me. Yeah, still get a good coming in here. Could leave it out here, and then a good chase, which I don't like to chase ever, but it can still work in some situations. All right, the mid-80s, man. Looks brutal. Very slow run here, but once you get over here, this is when we start to get going. Also, I can Jerry's Fires these guys, too. Don't forget about that. That could change the game in our favor a lot. In fact, I'm going to hold off on the sharpening stone. You have to start being very, very careful. This is round 89. We're coming up on DDTs, so I will have the cam detection, but not necessarily the popping power. So we might need to use glues, might need to use more Jerry's Fires, might need to use more garbage, might need to use more genies. But also, on top of that, we have to watch this experience. We want to know what round we are going to actually reach level 20, because when we reach level 20, all of this stuff automatically resets to max. So I know for a fact I will not be getting the experience necessary for level 20 right now, but I can't like go back in time and go back around. Once we reach it, it's done. It's officially there, and I cannot change it. So that is a problem. So let's watch this pretty carefully. Watch this these last few Bloons get popped. See what we want to put down, and see if round 90 is the round where we just have to put everything down for the rest of the game, which might be the way it has to be. Okay, yeah, definitely has to be the way it has to be. So we're going to go for a triple Jerry's Fire, like that. We're going to go for the sharpening stone just to get it down. Forget, do these guys have any sharpenings? No, they don't. We're going to go for Genie, because why not? It's not like we need the money. And we're going to go for some glue in the back here. Oh, crap. I don't have enough time here. No, I don't have enough time. I'm going to have to restart. So the thing about Geraldo is that his hotkeys don't really work. Like, you can't hotkey any of these. That would be amazing if we could hotkey it, but I can't. So instead, I'm just going to build it all kind of live here. Money doesn't matter. This is super unfortunate, because I can use 2 genies right now on around 90 just to absolutely obliterate. But it doesn't really help us at all. But it does get us the ability to get a bunch of stuff back. The problem is I don't necessarily want to get it all and use it all right now. Like, I want to use just a little bit of everything, kind of. Right, let's go for another one of these guys. I want to use one of these guys in the back. I'm going to use one more glue sort of near the back. I'm going to use all 3 sharpening stones at this point. Just sharpen whatever I can. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to use my 3 Jerry's Fires, actually. 1, 2, and mix it up just a little bit here. 3. And that's, I think, where I want to keep it. Maybe we'll get, like, 1 or 2 more nail mines here. And I basically just want to keep these as high as I possibly can and use them live. Because using a Maelstrom on the very back of the map to save the day is not as efficient as using a Maelstrom live on top of round 98's billions of Zomagods, right? So, that's what I have to try to do. And I have to be very cautious with how I use my genies. The genies are the life savior, the lifeblood of this entire run. And if I lose my genies or use them at the wrong time, life could be over as we know it. Which could be quite unfortunate. I'm thinking 1 on round 95 and 1 on round 99. That would be ideal, but it might come down to something a little more ridiculous or a little more difficult. I just don't know for sure. Yeah, check this out. This is the Zomagods, and I mean, they're getting taken down. Basically, that's it. I don't know what else to say. They're not even making it to over here, and they haven't been getting in this glue or anything. But now we're dealing with DDTs. This could be an issue. You know what? Let's build a Paragon Totem just for fun. Chimps Paragon Totems. How full of himself is this guy? I don't know. Maybe just a little bit. All right, 93. Taken down. Didn't waste any of my glues, none of my nail mines, none of my road spikes, none of my nothings. All right. Yeah, I'm still feeling pretty comfy here, folks. Feeling pretty comfy. Now, there is the option that I could use the Genie on round 94, because that would mean that I could kill round 94 and round 95, and that means if I can beat round 96 by myself, no big dealio. But I'm not saying I'm putting all my eggs in a basket or anything like that, but I'm just saying that this could be where, like, I think I'm putting eggs in the basket, but really there's a big hole in the basket. I've just been dropping all the eggs, and they're all crushed. I've been stepping on them the entire time. I was so excited because I thought I had like 30 eggs at the end, but nope, I actually had 0 and a bunch of broken, dead, rotting eggs in the field over there. Yeah, nobody gets them. That's terrible. So let's check out round 94. It's going down pretty well so far, but now we've got a huge chunk of Zomagods, which went down last time. But don't forget they are beefier, and I think there's an extra 1 or maybe 2 compared to last time. So, yeah, all right. As soon as we get a Jerry's Fire, though, we'd definitely use it, because they're going to be there for the rest of the game. And I think this might be the best positioning for us. I think. Can't say for sure. All right. It's a slow process. I think we might have started using some of the glue over here. I'm going to try to do a chomp here just to, like, maybe I should save for around 95. I might actually need it for 95. All right, we're going to sacrifice maybe some glue. Or are we just going to take it all down? No big deal. All right, still going strong. A little bit of glue getting used. All right, okay, we used our glue. We used our glue. Whoa, all the other glue disappeared. Crap. That sucks. All right, so for sure we're going to need a genie. That's a fact. This actually also kind of sucks. I kind of forgot how terrible this is. Leads and purples combined together in a very problematic manner. With the genie trying to pop them all, but actually the purple balloons are just getting in the way. I don't know what to do here. Do I Maelstrom on top of this, or do I wait? I'm gonna Moab glue here. Kind of on everything. I'm also gonna use these 2 totems, just because I don't think I'm gonna need them for anything else. I'm just gonna see if one genie can melt all the rest of these DDTs. It's a real possibility. It's a real chance. I got some nail mines here, but I'd rather not use them. It's a very, very close. We're going to have to use something in the bag. No, we're not. We still take him down. Row 95 goes down with 1 genie. We got 1 genie left, though. That's it. That is freaking it, man. Whew. Oh, boy. Okay. That's rough. So this means round 96 should be pretty easy, though. It's not going to be bad. Round 97, kind of a mixed bag. I'm a little afraid, to be completely honest, but I'll have another Jerry's Fire ready to go, in fact. I don't really think I can do much here. I don't think I want to Moab glue them, but I could. Would not be a terrible idea. Would also help me out for around 98. Okay, okay. Let's see what happens first, and then I can always adjust if I need to. So, for sure, let's do this. Let's get 1 more turret in the front. Let's get the Jerry's Fire on top of that turret. Start popping them right away. At least get some damage rolling up in here. And it's kind of nice. I believe that a lot of these turrets can still hit over here with the Jerry's Fire, like as they're wrapping around, which might seem like it shouldn't be able to, but it still does. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, hot diggity dog. Yeah, it's a sucktastically slow process. That's the issue right now, guys. So I'm gonna use a few more of these nail mines, but again, I want to save them if at all possible. But I can use the sharpening stones. I don't need that at all. All right, I'm gonna try to save the chomper, but if I need to use it, I'll use it to save road spikes and stuff. But believe it or not, reinforced balloons are not that bad. The bunny just melts them. I mean, it is a laser bunny. Kind of makes sense for him to melt. There we go. 97 goes down. We got round 98 here, folks. We got 3 rounds left. Now, this is the round that I lost on last time playing my real Chimps game. Now, we could put our genie down on round 98. That is not an impossibility and not a completely stupid thing to do. But that will leave us in a somewhat weird spot for round 100. Somewhat. But I think what if I do this? If I use 1 Maelstrom here, I think I might be okay. Maybe 2 Maelstroms, kind of depending on how things go. Also, if you guys hear explosions outside, it's 4th of July, or it's the day before 4th of July, so yeah. Alright, so that was not a great Maelstrom. Not a horrible Maelstrom. I feel like I need to do it a little closer to over here, maybe. Or just wait it out, maybe. I don't know. See what happens. Things are still going down. I think again, I feel like I could use the Crusher, but I'd rather just not use the Crusher. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Uh-oh. Bunny in the back. Bunny in the back. All right, we got to go for another Maelstrom. Ba-bam. That's a good Maelstrom right there. A lot of Moab-class Bloons, and ceramics getting deleted. I think we're going to crush. I got to wait for the right time, though. No, I can't find the right time to crush. Maybe I got to wait for these Oh My God Bloons to pop out here, and nothing gets it to the nail mines. Woo. All right, we got to use this last Strom, though. I'm pretty confident we got to do it. I know they're just regular Bloons, but there's still a lot of them. So we're going to Strom through... oh, man, that was really short. Dang. I feel like I should have waited, maybe. All right, all right. I'm crushing. I don't really love it. Just speed it up and see what happens. They're just regulars. They're not reinforced. Means the Jerry's Fire is going to do extra damage here. It's a slow rundown. So many Moabs. All right, even if I have to use some of these guys, it's actually not the end of the world. I don't want to, but it's not the end of the world. We have to decide whether or not we want to go with this run or wait for a different run. If I can get through with... I don't know. I feel like this is the type of video where I really just, like, kind of deserve a like or, like, deserve a subscribe, especially if you're enjoying the content. And if you want to be extra nice, feel like I deserve a creator support code used, that would be awesome, too. Thank you, guys. All right, I had a much better Strom than last time. Still not perfect, but I'm only on 1 Strom. I still got 2 left here to use. That could be enough to get us through this run here. This might actually be even the good spot. Right here. Ceramics and Moabs is what you want to use it on. That's the ideal situation. I'm going to use another one. I'm just going to go all in. Round 98 is one of the toughest rounds in the game. I want to get it done. And with 3 Maelstroms, we clean them up. Round 98 is done. We got round 99 coming in here. We still got 2 Moab Glues, which is nice. And I've got a Genie. And I can use this automatically. I know for a fact I can use it. It's not a big deal. I can throw the glue down if I want to, but honestly, I'd rather wait till round 100. Throw down a... Yeah, let's wait on the mines, too. All right, will the Genie be enough for us? Will the Genie be enough? It's going to be tight no matter what. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Brutal, bros! Brutal! Okay, no big deal. I think we just have to adjust a little bit. First of all, I'm going to throw the Genie near the front. I know that seems silly, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm also going to use my Moab glue on the DDTs. And I want to hit DDTs. I don't want to hit Moabs. And I'm just going to go for a double dose here. Screw the bad balloon. It doesn't... Do I even need a double dose? That might just be enough. Might just be enough. Come on, be enough here for me. Be enough here for me. Oh, yeah, baby! All right, here we go. We got 1 extra Jerry's Fire. We've got 9 nail mines. We definitely want to hit them on the bad here. We do have the Genie. Not attacking for some reason. I don't know why. Finally, frickin' Genie. Get to work, bro. Why are you not attacking all the time? I don't know. Just get to attacking. Stupid Genie. All right, last nail mines are up. We're going to go for one of these guys near the back here. I think this is probably the best spot. We're going to build 2 Paragon Totems. Toblamo. Nice. And we'll also... I guess I'm going to Strength Potion. I actually don't know if this is going to be helpful or not for just the bad balloon in particular. But I believe we will take down the bad layer. The question is, will the DDT stake through or not? I don't think so. I mean, the Genie should be able to clean them up, but I've never had to deal with DDTs this... Oh, we got glue, bro! We got glue! I think we got this. The one tower Geraldo, somewhat chimpsy game, still unbelievably possible. I kind of want to test this out with other heroes to see how well you can do. But I don't think anybody can compete. I think Sauda is probably the closest. I don't think Churchill can handle this because he needs support. I don't know. It's pretty absurd, man. All right, and some Bloons get into the very back here, but they don't even get through to my super awesome Maelstrom army in the back there. And Geraldo, not quite 2 million pops, but he did his job very, very well. Dang, dude. Dang. What else can I say? If this doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. Press the like button for me, subscribe if you haven't, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.